Hello. It is day 83. It's night, actually. It's almost 9 o'clock already. But I couldn't let a day go by, especially since we're in our countdown now. It's 10-9-8. Today is the 8th day toward the end of this series. And I'm so glad you're joining me. And today we're talking about escaping from the Valley of Tears. Uh, Also, in case you're interested, on the National Day calendar today, it is Upsy Daisy Day. I got to go back and look that up. I'm not sure what that means, although we certainly all enjoyed playing Upsy Daisy with our kids when they were little. And when you're only 4 foot 10.5 inches tall, it seems anybody that's taller than you wants to play Upsy Daisy with you. If I had a nickel for every time everybody picked me, woohoo! It's not so easy anymore now that I'm older and I have a little more weight on me. But back in the day when I weighed 85 pounds, someone was always picking me up. Oh, yes. It is also Best Friends Day. And they say that you will be lucky if in your entire life you are blessed with 3 best friends. I have a few I've been blessed with, and I am so grateful for them. What is a best friend? Someone that your friendship goes on for years and years, and whether you talk to each other or see each other in a month, in a year, even though you live in the same town, you're still best friends. You talk and it feels like you've never been apart. They're the people that love you no matter what you do, and they're the people that will listen to you tell the same story over and over again, no matter how painful or boring it is. And I give thanks today for my best friends. You know who you are. I was fortunate that wherever I moved to, and I've lived in a bunch of states, 7 states. I moved 21 times, 23 times now, I think, in like 20 years or something. And I was blessed that wherever I went, God provided me with a best friend. So if you've got a best friend, I suggest that today you just find a way of saying thank you to them. So I thank you, my best friends, because you mean so much to me and you're there for me, whether I'm around a lot or not. So today, the reason we're late for 2 reasons. The first one is I am on the committee for licensing and ordination for my denomination, for students, candidates for ministry. So that is an all day long process, all day for the next 5 days. So the timing of the videos is going to be a little off. The second reason I'm late is it kind of took me a bit to get together because today is my granddaughter Samantha's birthday. She would have been 30 today. And, it's whenever you have a significant date for the passing of someone you love, it could be, a relative, a friend, but someone that's very significant in your life. The anniversaries, whether it's the day you met or a day you did something special together or a birthday or an anniversary itself, they're just very they're very difficult to get through the day. And then I've got, Sammy's new birth into spirit and her physical birth happened to be a week apart. So having 2 things hit you right at the same time is very difficult. Then we add to that the stress of being, self-isolating and the ever-present presence of the virus and wondering, is it ever going to go away? And the fact that you can't travel, you can't hug, you can't do your stuff. And then when you're missing someone you love that has passed away, that makes it truly, truly sad. So, but we each have our own hell that we go through in various phases of our lives. But the question is, how do we get through it? I've had periods of crying today, and it was fortunate that I was very busy with the meetings because I couldn't think about it. Then the meetings are over and everything gets quiet. And then all the memories and the anxiety and the frustration all comes in on us. The thing is, we in our lives have to deal with things that we don't have control over. We don't have control over the virus. We have the best control over ourselves, isolating ourselves. We don't have control over the loss of a loved one. It is what it is. There are many things in life that you can't change. But the one thing you can change, whether we're in confinement or whether we're out in the world or whatever we're doing, we do have the power to change our attitude and to change the way we think and live. I've spoken before about the Dale Carnegie course because I loved it so much. I paid $1,500 for that 30 years ago, and actually I believe the price range hasn't changed a lot in these many years. So if you ever want to have a life-changing course, think about the Dale Carnegie course. But one of the exercise we had in there was called Men in the Ranks. And what we had to do was speak with conviction, saying the words, "I know men in the ranks who will stay men in the ranks. Why? I'll tell you why. They simply lack the ability to get things done." Ooh. Think about your life. Think about what you think you want to get done and why it hasn't happened. Are you a person in the ranks? Or are you a person that has the ability to get things done? They don't have to be big things. You can get little tiny steps every day. What did they say? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first footstep. And that's the same journey, the same way we escape from the valley of tears. We take one step and another step and another step. One of the things that helps me to get through this is the fact that I have meaningful work. A part of my meaningful work is talking to you. My greatest joy is ministry. And, like they always used to say that a bad day of ministry is better than a good day of anything else. And it is what I love. And I love helping these new candidates for ministry be able to help develop and shape them and give them guidance in taking their next steps. Whether it's my morning prayer time or the way I live my life, I strive to have a life of meaning. And that is how we get through it. And that's how I encourage you to get through it. This is our 83rd day. 83 days ago, did you have goals for how you were going to spend your corona confinement? Did you do any of them? What did you do? Did you do a little and quit? You can go back. Did you decide one of your things you thought you wanted to do wasn't for you? That's okay. Stop doing it. If you really, really don't want to do it, don't do it. But if it's something that you want to do, aka play my guitar, then you gotta ask yourself, do I want this bad enough to pick up that guitar, to pick up the threads and needles, to pick up the pen and write a book, to do whatever it is that you want to do? Are you a man in the ranks, or are you someone who's moving along? Now I'm going to give you an amazing tidbit here. I heard this many years ago when I was in a training class at work. And it is about a goal and achieving that goal based on how you spend your time. And the trick is, it's called purpose versus task. One of the things I have you know me, I got 100 purposes. But one of my purposes is getting my second book revised so I can get it back up there. Another one is to play the guitar, which I play with, but to be able to be more comfortable playing it just because I like it, just because I do. I don't see myself being any rock star or anything. I just love to play my guitar, which I don't do. Another one was hacky sack, which I decided that was definitely not for me. So you see, I've had these goals. And I seriously have been working on them, baby steps every day, and that makes me so happy. But I've got a real commitment to it. And here's the thing. At any point in the day, you say to yourselves, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to be? What is my goal for today? So if you got up in the morning and you were a writer, and you said that my goal is to write 3 chapters today, or 3 pages, or 3 paragraphs, or 3 words, whatever it is, if that is your purpose, stop periodically during the day. Set an alarm to go off at odd times. You know, with your phone now, you can set 10 different alarms to go off at different times. And when that alarm goes off, pay attention. What are you doing? What task are you performing? And is that task that you're performing going to get your purpose, your goal for the day done? Is it going to take you toward your goal? Or is it going to take you off into la la land? That is powerful. And it's easy. And you can start doing it right now. Right now. And that's my lovely words of wisdom for you today. You can escape the valley of tears if you have purpose for your life, if you have faith and trust and refuse to be one of the men in the ranks. Ask for guidance to help you get through it. Most of you know that after Sammy passed away, and I was so devastated, I asked Spirit, what can I do? How am I going to get through this? Because for the first time in my life, I understood how someone could commit suicide. Not that I had any intention of it, but I understood what you might be willing to do to take away the pain. And what I did, I drove Historic 66 all by myself. I want to do it again. I thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I thought I wouldn't want to do it again because it would be a painful reminder of why I did it in the first place. But you know what? When that virus is gone, and I affirm it will be gone, and fall comes and the campground's getting ready to close, I am getting in that car. If it's not this year, it'll be next year. I'm heading back to 66. What goals and plans do you have? Make sure your purpose and your task are connected. You will escape the valley of tears because you have everything you need. Know that I behold the divinity in you. Namaste. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow sometime. Have a good one.